Hello and welcome. I'm Emma Turton. I'm a medical intuitive and founder and director of Medical Intuition School. And today I am talking about a really important topic, and it's one that I haven't really spoken about publicly, although it is one that we discuss behind the scenes in Medical Intuition School, and that's all about cancer in childhood. And so this is a very emotive topic, and if you are experiencing a family member or a loved one who is enduring cancer as a child, then I absolutely honour your journey, and I am very deeply supportive and sending you all of my love. And I know that some of what I may talk about here may create all kinds of feelings or thoughts within you, and I do invite you to share what comes up for you in this video. I do invite you to reach out to me if you would like to discuss these topics. This is something that isn't spoken all that well about in medical intuition, and I want to address it here today. And no doubt there's lots that can be addressed. It will no doubt be something that I'll need to speak about in a variety of different ways, but I want to just start by saying that I feel you and I see you. This is not an easy journey for you if this is something that you are working through with a loved one yourself right now. So before I start talking about cancer in childhood, I just want to touch on cancer in general. And if you've seen my video about cancer in general, if you haven't seen it, go and check it out. It's under videos on my page on Medical Intuition School with Emma Turton. If you haven't seen that, essentially what I'm talking about there is the causes behind cancer, what cancer is actually all about. And so cancer is it comes from within you. So cancer it's not like an illness or a virus that comes from outside of your body. Cancer is something that begins within the body. It is something that is happening within most of us all of the time in the early stages of it, but our immune system naturally picks up any abnormalities and any replications of cells that shouldn't be there or that aren't designed to be there, and deals with those. And when there is something out of alignment within the body, and that there's a number of things that can cause that, then our immune system doesn't always pick up those cancerous cells as they're developing, the mutated or rapidly multiplying cells. And so these are our own cells. When we have cancer, it is our own body screaming out for support, screaming out for help, inviting us to go deeper. And in particular, cancer, yes, it can appear in various different parts of the body, and those are often related in terms of the medical intuitive meaning behind that. This is in adults I'm talking about here if you're just joining me. Feel free to say hi in the comments, let me know that you're joining me live. If you're watching the replay, give me a hashtag replay or hashtag after party in the comments. So yes, the location of the body of cancer is important in terms of the medical intuition aspects and the meanings involved and the guidance that we're being invited to explore. But the thing with cancer in general is that it is a crown issue. So if you know the energy system, the metaphysical body, the chakra system or energy center of the body, the crown is what is connected to our highest self, our divine self. A crown is connected to what our spirit is guiding us towards, what our soul is guiding us towards. And that is what is being activated when cancer enters your life, when cancer becomes an issue that you are exploring. And what I want to do is to invite you to watch that video if this is you as an adult experiencing cancer, or if you have a loved one who is experiencing cancer, because it will be very relevant for you. But essentially the invitation is to unpack every single aspect of your life as an adult with cancer, to choose again from a new place of deep intention, to go through every single part of your life, not just your own diet, lifestyle, the way you care for yourself, but also your relationships, your work, your access to your joy, your access to what lights you up, your own spirituality, to go through and deeply explore and unpack. It's the crown inviting you to go on a deep awakening journey. So I want to stress there that there is no blame. So one of the things that comes up in particular with children with cancer, because I want to address that now, is that with children with cancer, we see a child and we see that they are innocent. They've come into this world and they're experiencing this deeply unsettling, deeply heartbreaking experience of life. And we can ask, what did they do to deserve this? How did this happen? You know, what's the reason behind this? Is there a reason? And we can become very angry at the world and very heartbroken at the state of humanity when a child, an innocent child, can suffer something so brutal, and the treatments which are often very brutal as well. So one of the things I have seen other medical intuitives talk about is that they believe that the child has past life karma that they brought into this life, and that is what they are essentially paying for. And I want to say 100% with my whole being that I completely disagree with that. That is not how the universe works. It is not my understanding of how health works. It's not my understanding of how the human body works. It is not my understanding of the universal laws. In fact, in my understanding, that actually goes against the universal laws, because the universe is not punitive. The universe is not hostile. The universe is always deeply supporting you, even when it seems like it isn't. Your body is not punishing you. Your child's body is not punishing them. The universe is not punishing your child if your child is suffering from cancer. I want to make that really clear. They haven't done something wrong or something to deserve this in this life or in a past life. And I know that that may rub a lot of medical intuitives up the wrong way. I don't care. Welcome to my show. So I don't care, because the way the universe works is not that way. There is no blame ever implied when we say to unpack, you know, what you've chosen up until this point as an adult with cancer, and to choose again, to bring in deep support and to really nourish your body and soul in every possible way, to access your crown energy center and choose again. There is no blame implied there. There's no judgment implied there. You have not brought this on yourself in the same way your child has not brought this on themselves. They do not have a karmic debt to repay, and I want to be 100% clear with that. They are not being punished for something they've done before. I'm hoping that you're understanding and you're feeling me there. Because while we feel that they may be being punished, while we feel that their body is working against them, while we feel that we need to hate on the cancer that's within their body, and while we feel at absolute odds with the disease process that they're going through, yes, we can be absolutely at odds at seeing our child in pain. I completely understand that. I'm a mother of 3 children. I completely understand that. Now, I have a dear friend going through this journey of cancer with her young child. But that child has done nothing to deserve the illness. Illnesses are not something we deserve. They are not a punishment we receive for having done something wrong. And that is one of the misconceptions in medical intuition that I read about and see a lot. And I want to clear that up here. There is no illness that you have or injury that you have had because you deserve to suffer. Because that is not how the laws of the universe work, and it's not how the human body works either. Yes, we can choose differently. Yes, we can choose again. But you do not deserve what you are experiencing. You do not deserve to be suffering and in pain. Nor do you deserve the opposite. In fact, there is no deserve in any of it. It is just life happening, yeah? It's how you navigate that journey that changes everything. When it comes to a child has not chosen yet. They haven't had a chance to, particularly a young child. They haven't had a chance to make any choices about their life, their lifestyle, their food, their job, their relationships. A child, particularly a child under the age of 16, is an energetic extension of the adults that care for them, that surround them. And I want to stress here as well, because this is the other place that people will go into self-blame. I'm not implying that it is your fault that your child has cancer. I want to be really clear with that, because there's no blame and there's no fault in here at all. There's no shaming, there's no blaming. That's not how the human body or the universe works, yeah? It's also not how I work. But what it means is that this cancer journey, that it's not just the child going on this cancer journey, yeah? It is the parents, it is the grandparents, it is the aunts and uncles, it is the cousins, it is the nieces, the nephews, it is all of the extended family, it is all of the neighbors, it is all of the friends who are holding space for this beautiful child. They are all going on this cancer journey. That is the journey. That is the invitation for every one of those beautiful, loving touch points for that child. That is the center of this incredible health journey that's taking every one of those adults and children on the journey with them. This is an opportunity for all of those people caring for that soul that's going on that journey to choose again, to unpack every aspect of their lives, of how they relate to each other, of the hidden traumas within the family, of the generational issues and generational traumas, of all of the lineage and everything that brings with it. All of the stresses that may have come before that point. All of the toxins that may have come before that point, including toxic relationships and toxic ways of speaking to ourselves and to each other. All of that within the adults around that child. The invitation is to unpack all of that and choose again. It's a crown activation for the entire freaking family. It's not just that child. And that child's journey in this life, that soul's journey in this life that has come into that child, is a big part of that is this journey it's taking everyone else on. It is an awakening journey for the entire family, for all of the extended friends, family, neighbors, everyone within the community that surrounds and loves that child. They will never be the same, yeah? Regardless of that journey and the outcome and how it goes. All of them will be changed forever. And that is actually the point. That is the invitation, the opportunity that comes with this deep health crisis. That is the medical intuitive message. Yes, you can unpack the aspect of the body, if it's the blood or a bone or a particular organ or part of the brain or wherever it is within that child's body. Yes, you can unpack that a little deeper and in a little bit more specificity, but essentially, no matter what aspect of the body that is affected by the cancer, the invitation is for the whole family to radically go through an upgrade by choosing life again, choosing their priorities again. Not because you did something wrong and that's why it happened. That's not how it works. But it's simply a highlight for all of you to shine the spotlight on everything in your life that feels out of alignment or that isn't lighting up your soul and enabling you to connect really deeply with each other, with the earth, with your souls, with God, with every other aspect of you. Anything that is out of alignment with that is being spotlit and called into question. And this is your opportunity to choose again. So that is the invitation within childhood cancer. And I wanted to bring that up today. I would love to hear about your experiences. I would love to hear about what came from your experience of a child with cancer within your family. I would love to hear about what cracked open within you, what you were exposed to that was new, that actually changed everything for you as a carer of a child going through this crisis. The child is not the cause. The child is not responsible for any of this. The child isn't innocent, but the child is a catalyst. It speeds up the awakening journey for all of those who love that child. So that journey the child is going on is purely to catalyze that awakening for all of those who love them. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I send my love out to you if you are going through this right now. You are not alone. You are deeply supported. Thank you so much for joining me today. Bye now.